Minasan, konnichiwa. Hi. So this is a video that I'm filming for a class. I have to make a snack that I can make without an oven. So I'm making cucumber salad.
Whoa!
Before we make cucumber salad, let's make myself a drink.
I got one less problem without you. I got one less problem without you.
Okay, now that we have our beverage, we can start on the work. I'm gonna be so honest, I made a slideshow with the recipe for this, and I'm not gonna follow it because the good thing about this recipe is you can make it basically however you want. So, yeah, here we go. So basically, if you want some extra protein in your salad, you're gonna take your edamame and throw it in the microwave. And then you're gonna let it cook for whatever the bag says. Mine said 5 to 6 minutes. And so here is me typing in 5 to 6 minutes on my really fancy microwave. Now that that's cooking, you're gonna get your cucumbers and you're gonna cut them in half so that you have smaller pieces to work with. And you're gonna do that to 2 cucumbers. I'm making 2 because I like a lot. And then you're gonna get a thing and you're gonna beat it. The cucumbers need to be beaten so that the moisture can be drawn out of them easier when you cover them in salt and paper towels, because that's what I do to make them pretty dry, and it'll make the salad last longer. I beat a lot of cucumbers. And now we're going to cut them. You're going to cut them diagonally, but not fully the way through, so that you can make little spiral shapes, as I'm showing you now.
And I know you see me watching.
Now you're going to take these cucumbers that you've cut up and you're going to cover them in salt. I put a lot of salt on mine because I want them to be dry. And then once you've covered them in salt, ooh, that's a lot. You're going to wrap them in paper towels and squinch it down so that it absorbs all the moisture out of them. And now you can get to making your sauce. Basically, I've been making this recipe since freshman year, and I don't use the measurements anymore, so I also use different ingredients. I just copied the ones that I used, and it doesn't really matter what you use because as long as you have a base of majority soy sauce and you have a little bit of rice vinegar, you're fine. So, let's get to making the sauce. Yes, I use the container that the cucumber salad TikTok guy uses. Okay, I forgot to get the ingredients. Let me lay them out. I mix my sauce with a fork. Don't come for me. 1 cup sesame oil.
If 2 plus 2 is 4, right? And 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay.
Half cup sesame oil. Rice vinegar. Soy sauce. Now this is where we start veering from my recipe. This is cooking rice seasoning. See, usually you're going to put this on rice, and I have a cup of minute rice that I'm going to eat with this. But it also works well in this. Not a lot, though, just
2 shots of vodka.
Now you see this beast. This is red pepper paste. Gochujang. This is Korean. This recipe is not strictly from Korea. It's not strictly from anywhere. It's straight up just... Oh, that's good. Something that I put together. The reason that we have this is to add a little bit of spice. If you don't have this at your local H-E-B grocery store, wherever, you can find it at any H-Mart, any Asian market, or you can just not use it, but...
And I know you see me watching.
And we also have chili garlic crisp, which in my recipe it says that I use minced garlic, which I also do as well on top of this. This just adds a little bit of spice, which also not using a lot, just using enough to taste.
I am cooking. I am the cooker. I am the chef. I cook.
This is the lamest I've ever been.
I am the chef.
And this is why I say this is not from any specific thing. Japanese barbecue sauce. More garlic. I said about 1 clove. Garlic is a suggestion. That was about 3 cloves, I'd say. Make it 4. So that's sesame oil I was talking about, because this needs to be neutralized.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
Okay, so I also said in my thing, and this is optional, you can add peanut butter. Peanut butter just makes it sweeter and it adds more protein overall. This peanut butter expired in 2025, July.
It expired in August of 2012.
So I don't want to do that. Am I going to put it back in my fridge? Probably. So we just made sauce. Now that the sauce is done, I'm going to, and it's also mixed, I'm going to split it into my 2 containers because, quite frankly, I have way too much cucumber, and I also have my edamame beans that you saw me make before. So low-key, these edamame beans look buns, but I'm going to put them in here anyway, and I'm just going to use my hands because they're clean. Now this is me laying down a paper towel, and you're going to get your cucumber that's covered in salt, and you're going to put it on the paper towel. Oh, that's a lot of salt, baby. That's a lot of sodium. And you're just going to squinch it and squeeze it until all of the liquid is on the paper towel, and you can basically see through it. You're also looking to see if you can get as many seeds as possible removed. But I don't really care because I'm going to eat this tomorrow, so I'm not looking to preserve this for long. Anyway.
Isa'y heavy nasty and my hands very trasoły.
Okay, now that all the cucumbers are dry, put them in your cups of stuff. I made the salad. Lids.
Big bad behavior.
There's a hole in my lid. That's fake.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
That's it.
Subscribe for more Bama content.